5 games before the New York Giants defeated the Washington Senators. Game 3 of the 2019 series tonight, and it's a 2-0 lead for the Astros as the home side bats in the bottom half of the 3rd. They'll have the top of the order to do it. Trey Turner, Adam Eaton, and Anthony Rendon. 3 hits, no damage against Zach Greinke so far in 2 innings tonight.
Now he was able to get the double play off the bat of Victor Robles to end the bottom of the 2nd, and that allows him to work to the pitcher here to start the bottom of the 3rd. Sanchez hit just 115 this season, 6 for 52. Not much of a threat with the bat. Greinke falls behind. Talk about the difference in their pitchers' hitting skills. Greinke, a .225 career hitter. Sanchez, .084. Greinke's got 9 home runs.
Yeah, that's not really a fair fight. 2 balls and no strikes to Anibal Sanchez. And a strike to make it 2-1. Sanchez, then Turner and Eaton. You know, we were talking about some of those numbers for the home team as far as when the DH is on or off. Since 1986, which was the first year the World Series was played under the rules of the home team using the DH in the AL Park rather, and then the pitcher batting in the NL Park, the home team has a winning percentage of almost 600. So the rule change that caters to the home side seems to have a big difference in the World Series. In the LCS, that 7-game format, not so much, because you're in the same league with the same format.
Right. But Davey Martinez's Nationals are fortunate because they have Howie Kendrick. And Kendrick spent a lot of time in the American League, and it really proved to be fortuitous for them in Houston in games 1 and 2. They're just better equipped to handle that DH role than most National League teams.
Breaking ball strikes out Sanchez, and there is 1 gone for Greinke to start things in the bottom of the 3rd. And we're talking out of both sides of our mouth now, but that home field advantage really has not been a huge big deal so far this postseason. The home team is 17 and 15 in the 32 postseason games this year. Not much of an advantage. Again, it's much more magnified in the World Series. And here's Turner now, who takes a strike. If you want to go back to the end of the 2018 World Series, when the Red Sox won a pair on the road team has won 4 in a row in World Series play.
Yeah, and the Nationals scored 17 runs in 2 games down in Houston. That's the most runs since the Yankees scored 20 runs in the first 2 games in the 1960 World Series in Pittsburgh.
That they lost.
Well, they split those first 2 games, even though they scored 20 runs.
0-2 the count to Trey Turner. Just able to make contact on that 2-strike pitch to stay alive in the count. With back-to-back breaking balls in the dirt, 1-2 now.
A little early for the rally caps, isn't it?
I was going to say.
Kevin Long's done a terrific job, the hitting coach for the Nationals, of setting up game plans for his hitters against the opposing pitchers. Remember in game 1, he was really aware that they were going to get a lot of fastballs, and Soto and Zimmerman hit home runs on fastballs. In game 2, he told his hitters, hey, we're going to get some changeups from Verlander. It's been a pitch he's used a lot. And sure enough, Anthony Rendon hit a 2-run double in the first inning on a changeup. And tonight, Kevin Long told his hitters, we've got to bring Greinke into the strike zone. Whether you're looking soft or fastball, you've got to make sure you don't chase against Zach Greinke.
Full count now. So from 0-2 to a full count. Turner's walked twice in the World Series so far. You see Kevin Long chatting up Victor Robles among his pupils. The payoff pitch home. A breaking ball that popped him foul.
Now the Nationals hitters are doing a good job of not chasing a lot of pitches. 6 of the 10 Nationals hitters so far have seen 5 or more pitches in their at-bats. Forcing Greinke to throw it over. And Gary Cederstrom is forcing him as well.
The next 3-2. And Turner lines that one into left. That's a fine plate appearance. An 8-pitch at bat culminates in a 1-out single.
Greinke called time and called for his catcher to come out. He has something on his mind that he might want to change. He's very aware of what the hitters are doing and how they're attacking him. He will really read bats very well. That means he understands by where the hitter is in the box, what he's doing, how he's approaching pitches. Brent Strom, the pitching coach, a terrific pitching coach for the Astros. And you can see that went from 0-2 to a base hit for Trey Turner.
Adam Eaton now grounded to first base in his first at bat. Well, you mentioned Brent Strom there, and I think no discussion of the Astros pitching dominance can really be completed without crediting the veteran pitching coach. Not a coincidence. Justin Verlander gets traded over here, gets better. Garrett Cole, he gets better.
Charlie Morton came from Pittsburgh and really turned his career around working with Brent Strom.
Strom has come and gone from the Astros organization a couple of times as a player, as a minor league instructor back in the early 90s. And he has had terrific success as the major league pitching coach here for the last number of years, and was almost the answer to a trivia question. Had Brent Strom elected to get ulnar collateral ligament surgery a little sooner, it might have been called Brent Strom surgery. He was the second guy to undergo what is now commonly referred to as Tommy John surgery.
Yeah, he had a chance to have that surgery, and he just wasn't quite sure that that's what he wanted to do. Tommy John had it, and of course we know the rest is history.
Meanwhile, Greinke falling behind again. Here's the 2-0 to Eaton. The day off yesterday puts both bullpens in fine shape for tonight. So any hand-wringing over either side having a short start is quickly squashed with the knowledge that everybody's available this evening.
Well, the Nationals starters have done a great job in the postseason, going 8-1.
The only guy that wouldn't be available, and you're not considering him a true relief piece anyways, Patrick Corbin, who was announced as a 100% starter tomorrow.
Both bullpens have really held up, and they were both kind of suspect, but you can see the Nationals have outpitched the Astros so far in this World Series out of the pen.
Yeah, 7th and 8th innings in game 2 kind of blew up the Astros bullpen numbers a little bit. That, you know, that's a short sample size, not really indicative of the success they had earlier. And Eaton, a guy who likes the ball down.
I think they're going to run here. 3-1. Eaton makes contact. Good speed at first.
35 stolen bases for Turner during the regular season. Doesn't matter. And now the fastest two guys on the roster are on base with one away. First walk of the night by Greinke. He's had a runner in scoring position now in each of his 3 innings. And he's got to face the meat of the Nationals lineup here. As you can see, not a guy who was considered generous at all in terms of the base on balls during the regular season. Turner and Eaton aboard with only one away. Again, recall that the Nationals had first and second with nobody out in the second, and Greinke got out of it. First pitch to Rendon is hit high in the air out to center field. 2 away. So it'll be up to the birthday boy. We mentioned Juan Soto enjoying a birthday today at age 21. He has become the youngest player to ever appear in a World Series game on his birthday.
I spoke with Garrett Cole about Soto in the first 2 games, and he said, we're going to do something different with him. Obviously, he didn't tell me what, but they had tried to pitch him away, and he got 3 hits going that direction. And now Greinke again communicating with his catcher about something in this particular at bat. Look at Chirinos watching where Soto is set up. Look how close Soto is to home plate. He's right on top of the plate. That's why he is so good at those pitches away.
Ball that misses away.
The adjustment they'll make is try to get him to chase balls down and in, especially a breaking ball and a slider. He's right on top of the plate, but they try to go away and miss off the plate. I'd be surprised if they try to get him out away. The success he has had in games 1 and 2.
Missing in. Soto going into his stare down tactic. Oh man, I mean you can see how that would rub a guy, because he's trying to make eye contact too. It's not just, he's not in there doing it for himself. He's sending a bit of a message to everybody.
Yeah, it's certainly gamesmanship, and he's trying to say, hey, if I get that pitcher to hesitate and maybe have some doubts, then I really own the at-bat. I don't think he would have done that against Bob Gibson.
No, you need a medic out there.
But that's the way the game is played in 2019.
That's in for a strike. Caught the inside corner, and to your earlier point, Buck, they're working him in now after trying to establish something outside. 2 straight pitches on the inside corner.
And it's important that you throw strikes inside. Boy, they got a call there. I mean, look how close he is to the plate. His hands are leaning out over home plate.
They're coming in there again. Wow, missing up and in.
That won't bother Soto as much as it does the fans. He's able to get out of it easily, but you've got to be able to throw strikes inside before it has any effect. If it's a ball inside up and in, he just ducks away from it and still looks back over the outer part of the plate. He's very good when that ball is away from him.
3 balls and a strike. 2 on, 2 out. The Nationals' second straight inning in which they have had a great opportunity to score.
Greinke's pitched out of some jams.
And he's pitched out of another one. 3-2. 3-2. Check that. Quick to ring the 21-year-old up. So now not only do you have the fast Turner and Eaton on base, but they'll get a head start. They'll be running with the pitch on a full count with 2 away.
Interesting. Greinke's so aware of everything that's going on. Use that spin move just in case one of the runners took off early. But now he's thrown in fastball, fastball, fastball. It's a perfect time to throw him a changeup. 3-2 changeup. He's done it a lot in the past. He's got fastball in the hitter's mind.
Been a 25 pitch inning. There go the runners, and it's a fastball that misses in. There's ball 4. You know, Soto, for his part, at the age of 21, you talk about a pitcher making adjustments. I mean, remember in game 1, he struck out on 3 straight fastballs by Garrett Cole. Next at bat, saw nothing but off-speed pitches and hit one out for a homer. That's not a guy that plays like he's only 21 years old.
No, he certainly has control of his emotions in the batter's box. And all of the antics and all of the movements around home plate, he understands exactly what he's doing at the plate. Terrific at bat as Greinke throws him a first pitch changeup, missed with another pitch down and in. Fastball catches the inside corner. That fastball gets away from him. He runs it to a 3-2 count and then tries to throw that fastball down and in and missed.
Well, the bases are loaded now with 2 away, and it's Asdrubal Cabrera, who singled on a curveball back in the second, and who has big lifetime numbers against Zach Greinke, has a big opportunity. If Dave Martinez could hand select a batter for this situation, he'd be it. A ball and no strikes.
Well, he had mentioned that Cabrera has had all of the success he's had against Greinke. 17 career hits now against Greinke. He got a hanging breaking ball in his first at bat to lead off the second.
Very good with the bases loaded for his career. This year alone, he hit .450 on the corner to make it 1-1.
The reason that Greinke has been able to be so successful for so long is that he will never fall into patterns. He's got the ability to make good pitches with all of his pitches, and right there he threw Cabrera a sinking fastball on the outside corner.
Those are the career numbers that we referenced a moment ago, updated through his base hit tonight, and it's 1-2 now.
Fastball away, fastball in.
Greinke stranded 1 in the first, 1 in the second, trying to strand 3 here in the third. This will be his 30th pitch of the inning. One-two pitch in the air and slicing out of play. Hey, there's Captain Obvious. I didn't catch that ball. He's been waiting for something in that direction for probably the better part of 3-4 years.
Oh, he's got all kinds of signs to match the situation for sure. Well, now Greinke recognized that Cabrera was late on that fastball. So obviously with 2 strikes, he's probably thinking something off speed, and Greinke's picked up on that. Let's see if he uses another fastball right here.
Got him on the big slow curveball. Oh, the very pitch that Cabrera singled on in the second, he strikes out on with the bases loaded in the third. Zach Greinke in and out of trouble again. And at the end of 3, it's still 2-0 Astros.